Food has no boundaries. Everyone treasures their own cuisines, but for newcomers, food takes on other meanings. They diligently preserve their cuisine to give a taste of home to their new American home, instill the love of their home country to their children, and lastly, proudly represent their culture in our America the Beautiful. Spice and Recipe does all the above by introducing recipes from different countries enriched with human stories and comparison of tradition. Hi, I'm Mike DiGiacomo, a born and raised American and a food lover, and I invite you to join me as we discover the origins of flavor, the journey of spices, and the recipes of the world. Welcome to Spice and Recipe, traveling today to Algeria. This week's spice, as is the case with several Middle Eastern cuisines we've covered in our shows, it's a blend of at least 3 spices or herbs. Here's a list and a little summary about Tabil, a flavorful blend coming from North Africa, and then we'll be back right here in our studio with our next guest. Tabil is a blend of at least 3 seeds: coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and caraway seeds, a must-have ingredient in Algerian and Tunisian cuisine. Tabil can be made at home by roasting seeds and grinding them together. Depending on where you are in these 2 countries, you'll find other spices and herbs added to the mix. Garlic and either black pepper or red chili flakes are the most common ingredients added to the core seed mix. Tabil is an Arabic word meaning coriander or cilantro, as we refer to it here in America. However, in this case, the name Tabil describes the blend at hand. Tabil is a mild flavor, has many applications, and it adds flavor to soups and stews, is perfect for grilled meat, salads, or seasoning bread. If you prefer to purchase instead of making Tabil, then you can find it in the grocery store for about $3 per ounce. An interesting spice blend, and as I said earlier, we're taking you to Algeria today. Algeria is the biggest country in the continent of Africa with about 42 million people, but it turns out we don't know many Algerian Americans right here in Omaha, but we did track one down, and she's in the studio with me today. My guest is Rafika. Good to see you, Rafika.
Well, good to see you too,
Come on into the studio. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm excited to have you here because I've had a little kind of a different twist on this recipe with grape leaves, but you're not making it that way. This is going to be a little bit different. Before we get to that, can you tell me, how did you get to Omaha?
How did I get to Omaha? That's a good question.
Yes.
Well, I met my husband.
That's the first question we always ask on this show, by the way. So you met your husband?
Yeah, I met my husband in Tunisia, and who lives here in Omaha. He came here for studies.
Yeah.
He was back and forth,
Okay.
and I met him there, and that's how I ended up here.
And then you end up in Omaha. So how long have you been in Omaha? And tell us what, adapting to the culture in the United States, and specifically the Midwest in Omaha has been like.
Well, I have been here in Omaha almost for 20 years now. The weather was my big issue.
So it is cold. That's different than where you're from.
Mm-hmm. So, the heat in summer was horrible.
That's probably true, yeah.
The cold is winter.
Yes.
The winter is very cold here. But I mean, Omaha, we love it. It's a great place to, raise families.
Yeah.
We have great schools here. People are very kind.
Good. And we're kind on this show too,
yes,
right?
That's
what you love about coming here.
Very kind.
Everybody's so nice. I want to talk about this recipe a little bit, this Dolma recipe. Is this a traditional, I'm used to grape leaves with Dolma that I've had. This is not with grape leaves though.
No, we don't. In North Africa, they don't really use the grape leaves. Grape leaves are more like Middle Eastern,
sure,
like Palestinian or Lebanese or Iraqis.
Yeah, but which brings a great question: the type of culinary options in Algeria, because the country itself is the largest in Africa, but it has had some colonization over the years. So, is it European influenced? Is it African influenced? Is it Middle East? What's the influence of the cuisine?
It's a mixture of Mediterranean, African, and French cuisine.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the recipe. What is dolma?
Dolma, it's what I'm gonna make today. It's an artichoke dolma. It's it's stuffed vegetables with ground meat.
Yeah, and so you're stuffing.
We can use a ground meat or we can use lamb ground meat.
Okay. Lamb, is that a common protein?
In North Africa, yes.
Okay.
It's very popular.
Okay, we're going to use ground beef today. Okay. Where do you want to start with the ingredients? Can we start there? The ingredient that we're talking about is these 4
Tabil.
Spices and blends, and this is what makes up the Tabil. What do we have here? We have obviously garlic.
We have garlic, So that's a dry cayenne pepper.
Okay.
So we get caraway seeds down here.
The caraway's right there.
And then that's coriander.
The coriander. So you mix these and blend them, and that's how you get
The tabil.
the tabil right
The
here.
Tunisian tabil.
The Tunisian tabil.
Tunisian tabil.
This tabil is not made from these ingredients. This is a special blend of
Yes.
tabil, right? Tell us about this one right here, this one specific blend.
Well, it's the same ingredient here,
Okay.
but this one made by Nana.
Right, your
So-
grandma.
Yeah. No, that's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law.
Okay, so your mother-in-law
Yes.
made this, and she made this in Algeria. She still lives there right now.
She lives in Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Yes.
But, can you talk about, did she just send it back with you, or how did she ship it?
She sometimes ships, sometimes if someone goes, she can just send it with someone. And I always have reserve in my home.
Okay.
So now that's the tabil Tunisian way. But
So
let
that's
me
the blend.
yes,
Okay, so
that's
I'm going
the
to take these
blend.
away because this is traditionally how it's made. Okay.
So now in Algeria, we have something very similar to it. So it's the same ingredient as tabil.
Okay.
They call it ras el hanout. Ras el hanout means the head of spices.
Okay.
And which is the same ingredient, but they add more spices to it.
Okay. And what are the additional spices they add to it?
They can add cumin.
Yeah.
They can add curcuma. They can add red pepper.
Okay.
So it's a lot of spices they can add to
And
it.
it's different. I'm sure different families have different twists on it, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Great. It's like the Italians. Like we have a spaghetti sauce, but everybody
So
does it
many-
differently, right?
right,
So many
yeah.
different variations. Okay, let's dive into this recipe. Where do you want to start?
We're gonna start preparing our stuffing today.
Okay, the stuffing.
So we're gonna need the ground meat.
Okay, right here.
Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my ground meat down there. I'm gonna go ahead and. Do you wanna cut the onions, or
I will
just
help
you
you
wanna
cut
make
the-
it
yes.
easy down here?
No, let's cut them up.
You wanna cut
You
them
wanna
up?
cut 'em up? Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and cut.
How small do they need to be, first of all?
Finely chopped. I guess.
Finely chopped,
Yes,
okay.
finely chopped.
I can do that.
So now I have 2 onions here. One goes with the stuffing. The second onion will go in the sauce.
Okay. Do you have kids?
I do.
Children?
I
Do
have
they
4
cook?
kids.
Do they cook? Have you
Oh,
taught them how to cook yet?
Yes.
Are they interested in it?
They are very interested, yes.
And are they interested in cooking the recipes that have been passed down in your family, or do they have an interest in cooking American food?
I used to teach kids cooking classes.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Where at?
I started from my house, and I started all with my friends, kids, and then I hit some schools, some Montessori schools.
Okay. And what would you teach the kids? What type of
The
recipes?
Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting to teach the kids
Yeah.
very early age, like, the healthy food.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of, the Mediterranean diet really is credited for
It's the best.
being healthy and a lot of great health benefits heart-wise with the Mediterranean diet. So it is great.
So you have your onion. So one of your onions go back here, or just go ahead and put it here. That's for the sauce.
Okay.
I'm gonna use mine for the meat.
Okay. I'm starting to tear up a little bit.
I know, it's good for your
Starting
eyes.
to cry.
Don't cry. It's good for our eyes.
That's right.
Okay, so this will go with the sauce. We're gonna go ahead and cut some garlic still.
Don't cry for me, Algeria. I was joking about that. They're all looking at me like, is he an idiot or what? No, I know it's don't cry for me, Argentina. I was just mixing it up.
We're gonna cut some garlic too. So you need maybe like 3 cloves of garlic for the sauce,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Well, I'm starting to cry. I'm gonna get these over here. I can't cry the whole show.
There you go. Get put here too. Finely chopped.
Finally, these are fine.
I know, those are very
These
huge.
are very fine.
Try
Still
to do it,
crying.
look, very fine. Like that.
Onions really get to me.
There you go. Perfect.
Do they bother you?
Yup.
No.
Good, yeah. Perfect, and this goes with your
Do you want me to put these
onion, yeah, for the sauce, not down
in
there.
my onion? Okay.
Perfect.
The
yeah.
onion that I put way over here, so I stop crying.
Perfect.
Okay, then what do we do?
So now we're gonna add our spices down here.
Okay.
So we're
Are they all
gonna-
measured out, or do we have to measure them?
I got my spoons down here.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and start with salt. about like 1 teaspoon.
What kind of salt is that? It's got a little
That's,
pink hue to it.
It's a pink salt, Himalayan salt.
Okay.
Or you can put any
pink
salt.
salt.
I just
Yeah.
like to cook with a pink one.
Yep.
So we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of salt. Gonna go ahead and do some black pepper here. Same thing, maybe half teaspoon
Okay.
of black
And
pepper.
listen, we're going to have this whole recipe on our website as well, newamericansmedia.com. You can go to the website and get that recipe, so we'll have it. You don't have to remember it all here. You can rewind and play back if you'd like to, but it's easy to go to our website.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some curcuma here. And we're gonna go ahead the tabil, the spice tabil.
This is the one. This is the
That's the one I
this is the
cannot
main
live without.
ingredient.
Yes, tabil.
tableau.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put about like 2 tablespoons of rice down
Okay.
here. So now we're gonna go and put some fresh mint. If you don't have fresh, you can always use the dry one.
Okay.
Since I have the fresh, I'm gonna go ahead and use the fresh.
Like we discussed, you can use ground beef, but you can also use different proteins, right?
Yes, you can. You can use ground chicken, you can use ground lamb.
Is ground lamb really common?
Yes, in North Africa.
In North Africa?
Very popular, yes. Just gonna shop. I love cooking with mint too. Gives it
I
very
do
good
too.
taste.
Absolutely. And the fragrance, it's so fragrant.
Yeah,
Nothing better than mint.
I have to try the green tea with the mint. Oh,
Yep.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, so we put all the ingredients down here. So I'm gonna need 1 egg here.
Can you do this also vegetarian style without the meat?
You can, if you wanna stuff it with rice.
Yeah, okay.
You
You would,
can,
would
yeah.
you would just add more rice?
Oh yeah, it will be
Yeah.
like plenty of rice. But I love adding vegetables to it.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
vegetables, yeah.
So you can add more vegetables than what we're putting in here now.
Mm-hmm.
You can do more vegetables, okay.
But since we're putting the meat today, we're just gonna go ahead.
Perfect, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my gloves. Try to mix all this stuff in, if
Okay,
you don't
yeah,
mind.
need some
Here.
gloves?
Yes.
We got gloves down here
Okay.
because, the crew likes to eat after the meal, so we want to make sure everything's safe and sanitary.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You're just going to mix that up with your hands?
Yeah, I like to mix it with my hands. I really like.
I do
good-
too.
Yeah.
When
I
I do the
think if
meatball,
I
when I
have-
do meatballs like that, because
You do?
when I do meatballs, I've got the ground beef, sometimes some pork, eggs. It's the mixture and the seasonings. Same thing. You got to just get in there and do it with your hands.
I think if I don't use my, can you please cut me the parsley?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so
Here,
much.
how much do you want?
All of it.
The
And
whole
it's
thing?
already clean, yeah. But
already
try
clean.
to do it finely, please.
Whatever you ask me to do, I'm going to do.
Thank you so much.
That's a lot. It's a lot
Yeah,
of parsley.
parsley is so good with meat.
Yeah, it is. It's refreshing.
And I like to mix with my hands. I think if I mix it with spoon, it won't be the same.
I agree. I would use your hands.
Yeah. Try to mix all those together. Look at the chef here. Very nice. I like that.
I don't know if she's being serious
I am serious.
or if she's being
very
sarcastic.
I'm very serious.
Okay, thank you. I have very nice cutting abilities.
That's Italian parsley. I love Italian parsley. It's the one we use in North Africa.
Is that what they use in
Uh-huh.
the Italian parsley?
We don't have the other parsley. What do you call it?
Flat leaf?
Yeah, like kind of. There's 2 kinds of parsley, right?
Yeah, it's flat leaf, isn't it? Is it it's like a cilantro? You're talking like the cilantro
There is
type?
2. No, cilantro is something different.
Okay.
Cilantro is something different.
I thought it was just flat leaf, and I thought there was Italian.
I made you work in today.
That's okay.
Well, thanks for
That's
helping.
why I'm here. That's why I'm
Thank you,
here. I
thank
want to
you.
help you as much as possible. You're bringing in this great recipe and
Thank
sharing
you.
it with everybody, so appreciate having you here. Just tell me when it's finally chopped enough.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
See that better?
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen those.
Perfect. You can just throw
All of
it
it?
in here. All of it. Look at this. So how cute is that?
Beautiful.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. You smell?
Yeah, it smells great.
It smells very good.
I really think it's that mint really pops too.
Yeah,
It's really fragrant.
that's the stuff in now.
And then, are there different ways to cook the dolma, in terms of boiling it or baking it or how?
Yeah.
Can you, do you have
Someday,
different ways?
Some they bake it, some
Yeah.
they boil it.
How are we gonna
I
do it?
like mine baked, to be honest.
So are we going to bake it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We're gonna bake it. So that's the first step here. I made my stuffing.
Okay.
So next, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and
Put the
set
stuffing
this
aside.
and I'm gonna go ahead and start my sauce. I'm
Okay.
gonna need the onion and garlic, please.
Gotcha. This is the one I did.
Yes, that's the one you did.
Okay, because we do two.
So
Put
we're
one
gonna-
aside, and the next one goes in there.
So I'm
And
gonna
you
go
just do
ahead.
it with the olive oil?
Yes, I like to cook with olive oil.
Yeah.
So like we have like about like 2 tablespoons here
Mm-hmm.
of olive oil.
In Algeria, do you have different types of olive oil, or do you just use whatever's available in that region? You know, because there's Greek and Italian.
We have a
and there's
very
olive oils
yeah
in
we
different-
have a lot of olive oil in
Do
Algeria,
you? Okay.
especially like in some regions like Tizi Ouzou or you know it's
Yeah.
very popular there.
So you put that in the saucepan.
Yeah. I like it a little, you know, a little tiny, but that's okay.
And there's no better smell than onions and garlic and olive oil cooking
Oh, I love
in a
it.
frying pan. It just
Love, 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 love it.
permeates the whole kitchen in
Yeah.
the house, really.
So for here now,
We'll
I'm
let that
gonna
sit.
use the same spices I used in my stuffing,
Okay.
which is, I'm gonna go ahead and use some
The
salt.
same ratio too.
Yes. Some salt,
Okay.
half teaspoon of black pepper. And then we're gonna go ahead and do some curcuma.
Okay.
Just half teaspoon of curcuma. And then, yes, that we're gonna need 1 teaspoon of that.
The big
Of
beauty
the-
right there.
What do you call this?
It's Tabil.
Tabil, yes. Mix all those spices together.
I'm getting very excited for this recipe.
So then about
Is
like
that a
2
tomato paste?
tablespoons. Yeah, that's a tomato paste. About like 2 tablespoons of the
Okay.
tomato paste. And then I'm gonna make some harissa.
It's really starting to color up over there.
Yeah, just gonna go ahead and put, yeah,
A little water. Is it getting too dry? How do you know when to put water in? Does it feel like it's getting too dry?
yeah, just a little water
A
here.
little water in the moisten
There you
it
go.
up. And that
I'm
cooks
gonna-
out pretty quickly.
If you like it spicy, you can do harissa. If you don't like it spicy, you can just.
We've
avoid
tried a few spicy things on this show. We
Yeah.
like spicy things around here,
it. You do?
but not too spicy.
No, that's not too spicy. It's a medium spice.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna go ahead and put about like 2.
a little more water.
Yeah, sure.
And then you kind of eyeball this part, right? Do you feel like it's getting a little too dry, or
Yes.
needs, or if the saucepan got too hot?
There you go.
Can we get back to this paste? I was alluding to this earlier, but this pepper paste. What is that?
Pepper paste, it's we call it harissa. It's very popular in North Africa.
What do you? Hold on. What do you call it?
Harissa.
Harissa.
Harissa, yes.
Okay.
Harissa, it's a pepper paste.
Yeah, I'm talking about this right here. I don't know if we get a shot of
And
this.
this is very popular in North Africa,
Okay.
especially in Tunisia.
Yeah,
So like you can find this in every house in Tunisia.
yeah.
So I'm gonna leave this about like 5 minutes to boil,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off.
And you let that simmer.
Yep. After simmer 5 minutes and then turn it off.
Yeah.
So after I said it's ready. Okay, so now we're gonna go back. We just clean a little bit down here before I start my stuffing.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about these ingredients right here?
Yeah.
This is artichoke, and this is the base for how you're going to make this. How do you? This is not the heart of the artichoke.
That's
right?
the bottom.
It's the bottom. So we
Excuse
have
me.
an artichoke right here.
Oh, excuse me.
you.
Thank you.
This is
The artichoke.
a fake artichoke that we decorate our set with. We pulled this off the set because this is kind of how you got to this. So how do you the base? How does this work?
Oh, you have to take all those leaves. Well, I
Pull all the
couldn't find
leaves?
any fresh ones here when I went to the supermarket, so I wanted to bring one and show you how I peel it.
Yeah.
But you know,
That's okay.
nowadays you can just go to YouTube and you can see, you know,
Yes.
how you.
Right.
how
You can go to
peel it.
YouTube and then you can subscribe on our channel. And if you'd like to be on the program, also you can just email us at spice@newamericansmedia.com. You can text or you can call us, or you can even WhatsApp. The phone number is 001-402-714-5380. We would love to feature your recipe and your country, of course, on our show.
So
This
just
is
let
the
me
artichoke.
make tell you something about the artichoke. When I peel it and clean it, I just make sure I put some lemon, put some water, and I put some lemon in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That way they don't get black.
Okay.
just to keep the color.
Okay, great.
clean.
Yeah, so if it sits out, it'll get black if you don't put that lemon in. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Is that tip in the recipe? Because we want to make sure if you make this recipe, we want to get that tip. You don't want the black.
And if you don't want to
artichokes.
clean it, they can sell them like that in a Mediterranean store.
Oh,
too.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
That's how I get. This is where I get mine. Now we're gonna go ahead and do. Yeah.
Do we need to cut these at all?
Yes, we need to.
Should we cut
And we're
these?
gonna need. I get 2 tools because I know you're gonna work with me.
I'm going to help you out.
So one for you and one for me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go
What do you
ahead
wanna
and
do?
cut the head
Got it.
and the bottom. I like to do just a little decoration here. It's nice when you present.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, not too much. I don't want to take all the skin, just like about that, like that, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna go ahead. You can cut it in 3 or 2, whatever you. I like mini things. I love. No, that's okay. 3, that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do 2.
Okay. Well, you
It's
said
okay.
2 or
You're
3.
gonna have. Okay, yeah,
You
that's
said
okay.
2 or 3.
So we're gonna take the tool. I'm sure
Okay.
you have done this before,
Yes, ma'am.
right? I try
Yeah.
to make a circle. You can use like an apple core or 2, whatever is easier. You can use a spoon too, a small spoon.
Yep.
And that's how it looks.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and put them here. How about that?
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, we each have 2.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
of
Let's go ahead and do some potato.
Potato. You want
Yes.
potato?
Yes,
There you
please. One for you and one.
One for me.
In 2, please.
2.
There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead and
We're
do.
gonna
We're gonna do the
pour
same
it out
thing.
again?
Yes. Pour it again. Gonna do the same thing here.
This
They
is a
love-
little bit more challenging for me than
Is it?
it is. I don't know why I'm not getting it out of there.
There you go.
You've probably had a little more practice than I've had, haven't you?
You're doing fantastic.
I wouldn't know about that.
You are.
Rafika is very complimentary.
No, that's true. You're doing great.
Okay, there we go.
You get it?
I think so. We're close.
Perfect.
I just can't get that center core out. There we go. How's
You
that?
can always, yeah, perfect. And you can always use a spoon too. if-
Okay.
You know.
So you just essentially core these out and make a little cup.
Yep. They look perfect.
Perfect.
Nice, very nice. Okay. So,
Okay,
uh,
the artichokes.
yeah, all the artichokes. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect, there we go.
Okay,
We're set
let's
up.
do that, this, just to make it like nice look in here. Perfect. Here
So
you
let's
go.
take a tip so the cameras can see that and you see how you just lay them out like that. Perfect.
So before I go ahead and put my stuff in here, what
Okay.
I like, it's just a little tip. So I put some salt here,
Okay.
black pepper, and some tabil.
Okay, so you mixed it
Mix
up
all
together.
this
So
together.
that's a mixture of salt, pepper, and tabil.
Tabil, yes. So what I like to do, I just like to season a little bit my vegetables
Just right on top? Okay.
before I go ahead and put my stuff in.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can use my finger. So how
No problem. You got it.
I just go
you
like
got this
that.
one.
I just go like that
You put it on the inside.
and inside, because I just like a little taste when I eat my zucchini.
That makes sense.
If you wanna go ahead and help me, you're welcome. I don't know, it's okay. That's a tip I learned
That's
from
a good tip,
from
yeah.
my nana too.
She would know.
She's a good cook.
You do it in all the vegetables, right?
Oh yes, all of them. Just we give it like a taste.
Okay, so we've got all these seasoned up, ready to go.
Perfect. Yes.
Okay. How's the sauce doing over there?
The sauce is perfect. It's ready. So
Okay.
it boils like for 5 minutes. I turned it off.
Great. It's ready to
So
go. Do we need
now
to
we're gonna go ahead and stuff those.
Let's do it. Okay.
I'm gonna take some meat here. Go.
You might be done stuffing those by the time I get this glove on. I can't get this glove on. They're a little smaller.
Just like to work with the gloves, especially when you work with meat.
Yes, for sure. So you just stuff it all the way down in
Yep.
there? And then I'm interested to see what we're going to do with the sauce. So we can just pour that over the top, or how
Yes.
does that go?
So I'm gonna go ahead and start my oven at 370.
Okay. I mean, the stuffing, the ingredients smell so good too.
Let's wait when you taste.
I can't wait to taste. I'm trying to rifle through this to get these stuff. And I like meat, so I.
You do?
So I stuff that one pretty generously.
Perfect. So now
Okay.
if I have some leftover
Uh-huh.
like this, I just go make them as a meatball.
Yeah, perfect.
The-
And
the
you
kids,
fry
they
them, or
love-
how do you make them?
No, I'm just gonna put them here.
Just put them inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kids, they always love that.
I can see why. You have meat and some great
Yeah.
fresh seasonings and spices.
Look how big is this?
It's too big?
Too big.
Because it probably won't cook as well, will it?
Or you want the big one?
I want the big one. I just want the big one.
There you go, yes. Go ahead, here you go.
Okay,
Perfect.
we got it.
Now,
Okay, so we got that recipe.
yes.
Got that all down.
370, we're gonna bake those for almost like an hour. So
Yeah.
now my sauce here is
When you go
ready.
through and get these ingredients, do you find that, is the quality of the ingredients similar to Algeria? In the
Well,
United
it
States?
depends.
Just different ingredients are probably different.
It depends. We have some ingredients better than Algeria, and we
Yeah.
have some ingredients better than here. Well, it depends.
Right, it just depends
Yeah.
on kind of what you're looking for, I assume.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pour all my sauce down here.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with foil paper, please.
Okay. And then we were talking, the Algerian community is not as big in Omaha. Is it? Was there a big population that settled somewhere in the United States?
The most Algerian here, they are settled in say New York, LA.
On the coast. Gotcha.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and put this 370 for an hour.
Okay, so we got it in there for an hour. An hour goes by through the magic of television, and out comes the finished product, which is right here.
Yeah, I can sprinkle some parsley here to decorate and
Yes.
sprinkle and
Looks fantastic. And then how do you plate this up? How do you serve it?
how do I serve it?
Yeah, how do you serve it when somebody takes a plate? Do we just have plates over here?
Yeah.
And then we
you
put it on
can.
our own plate, or do you just pass this around and you just eat
Oh
right
no,
off?
no, it's in the plate for sure.
Put it on the
yes.
plate, okay.
And you can choose the zucchini or artichoke. Or
Yeah.
I like all of it.
So what do you think? Should we dive into this? Are you ready? Can
I
we eat
am,
it? I've been
yeah.
waiting.
Go
So what
for
should I
it.
try first? Should I try the artichoke or should I do potato? Or what do you recommend first? What's the best way to go about this?
Whatever you think.
That's not the answer. I'm looking for guidance.
I love artichoke.
Okay, I'm gonna try the artichoke.
Yeah, I love artichoke.
I'm gonna try the artichoke one because the artichoke.
Oh, you're gonna use your hands for it?
Well, I'm sorry. Why not? It's just me and you, right?
Right.
Dive in. Let's try this.
Go for it. Here.
Well, I want you to
can
try
go
it
ahead.
too. You want a fork, don't you?
I can try it. A fork or spoon, whatever.
Okay.
Can I
So I was just gonna eat. I was gonna pick it up and eat.
Oh,
it.
go for it.
Is that, you don't do it. That you eat it with a fork.
We usually eat it with
I wanna
a
do it
fork.
like you do it.
Yeah, but if you wanna take it as a burger, that's okay.
I mean, I like the cheeseburgers too.
There you go.
Yeah. All the flavors and the spices in there. Fantastic. I love this. This is very different than what I'm used to. I've had it with grape leaves before, but no, this is
So
fantastic.
I bake the sauce and I bake.
Wow.
It's
Great
something
built
different.
with flavor.
And bon appetit.
Bon appetit. That is fantastic, Rafika.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I'm gonna have to go home and make this for the whole family. This is great.
Surprise your wife and go ahead and make it.
No, she'd be surprised. I'm making Algeria food tonight. She'd be surprised. Thanks out there for watching. If you like I said, if you want to go to the website to get this recipe, Rafika shared it with us so generously. It's on there. Take it. Make this stuff. This is fantastic. It's full of flavor, packed with flavor. Rafika, thanks for bringing this in. This is a fantastic dish.
Thank you so much for having me too.
Anytime. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I thank you out there for watching. Go out there and have a great day. OMA and USA.